Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Always, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were working on two things. One, we went way out there to the farm, and we started growing a bunch of diamond seeds. I'm just going to call them diamond seeds. They're dimalas or something like that. I don't know how to say it. But I went ahead and got a good bit of that growing. Now, something I realized, and this has been this way for a long time, so the system I have with the glowstone and the sprinklers is actually preventing a couple of plants, 9 for each floor, from growing, ever. This plant will not grow because the sprinkler is above it. I'm going to keep it there because it looks nicer to have it there. But this is how much diamond plants we have over here, and we're getting a good bit of diamonds from this. So remember that all of those are 4 diamond nuggets each, so we're getting quite a few, and it's a little bit laggy over here. Not gonna lie, so we're gonna get away from it. That's why this is way over here. So yeah, if we ever want to expand more to get more diamonds, we can. I don't know if we're going to anytime soon, but hey, it's something we can do. So with that out of the way, we also started working towards getting vast amounts of draconium molten, so that we could get the Awakened or the Draconic energy cores, which requires a lot of molten draconium. So we set up a system down here, and I actually moved the setup we had before. I cleaned up a couple of things, by the way. The vibrant glass is set up so that once we're ready to... I hate that glitch. Once we're ready to, we can go ahead and just put in the crystal clusters and have a tier 6 altar. I went ahead and cleaned up a little bit of the cabling with Applied Energistics. Just kind of move where cables were crossing over and whatnot. And this is the thing we set up last time, where we're making a ton of resonant ender in order to get plenty of endstone, which we can then sift to get powdered draconium. And this is what we have so far. Well, -1. There was an extra draconium there before, but this is quite a bit of draconium, and we have 116 platinum ore dust. So if we want more platinum ore, we can do that. So I basically just brought all the stuff down here, and we have the redstone set up. This is slowly filling up, which is good. I like to see that. Eventually it will fill up, and then we don't have to worry about like redstone or anything like that for a while. How are we doing on redstone? Yeah, we're a little low on redstone currently. But once that fills up, we'll be fine for a while. And then we have our ME interface with both the Draconic and Wyvern energy cores. Wyvern will be here. We've got a filter. So how this works, we set this up before, but I'll explain it real quick. Basically, the Draconium is going to go in here, get melted up, and we'll kind of back up in here. We'll have excess Draconium there. So I can go ahead and start doing that. And there it goes. So Draconium will go in here. It'll smelt up and give us liquid draconium, and eventually the blazing pyrotheum will run out. And so I'm making a barrel of, or I have a barrel of lava, drum, whatever, same difference, and we can use this instead. It'll work just fine. So we'll just put that there. We'll put a liquid fluid duct on there after a bit, and that'll be fine. So this will eventually just kind of get molten draconium in here. It'll fill up the hardened fluid duct, and then whenever there is a core, it will make the energy core. So automated. All we have to do is put the filter for the core there and turn this guy on. This already has filters for the wyvern cores and the redstone, and the redstone is coming from here. We have it configured to store 32 redstone in there and extracts whenever. And then, yeah, once the stuff is done, I should probably put stuff there, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if that works or if we need to do anything else. What we could probably do is just take a core. I made a wyvern core just for that purpose. And what we should be able to do, question mark, is if we just put blacklist wyvern cores on that side. So a wyvern core goes in there, and then it can't get out until we are ready. So automation for that. Not too shabby. So I've also been working on, we do. I've been working in the last millennium. Currently we have slimes going over there. So we set that up a couple episodes ago, but as you can see, we're getting quite a bit of slime balls pretty quickly, in fact. We set that up a while ago, but the problem with it was I needed to finish another portal above it. This one doesn't have anything left in it, rather. We have Enderman and Wither Skeletons, and that's all that's left, I do believe. But we needed to have another portal because there were slimes spawning up here, and that's not what I wanted to see. So the cool thing is we should be ready to do gas once we have... we're so close. We're almost done with the Draconic Infused Obsidian. So all we need to do is get the gas spawner, and we'll be able to set that up. Then I'll need to set up a little bit of a system for that. Nothing major for... it doesn't really matter much for that. Now, we might find out that the gas are going to fly upwards. If that's the case, what we can always do is just replace this floor with... we can just replace this ceiling, rather, with another portal, and that'll kind of trap them. They will either float up or float down, and we'll get teleported either way to our mob grinder. So, perfect. That's what we want to see. Anyways, you know, this is probably full, and it is. Let's take this. And then what we're going to do is switch these out. So this one is the full one, and we'll take the other one and put it back in the other place so it can fill up. Not that it really matters, but it is nice if it will. So yeah, that is pretty much everything between episodes that I've done. Show off how many diamonds we have. So yeah, we have like 4,000 nuggets currently, and I just did this when I hopped on here to start prepping for this episode, or at least trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And so, to give you an idea of how quickly we're getting diamonds with that, this was at, well, right there is a good sign. It went from 7 to 71, and then, yeah, it's going to go pretty quickly. This was at 16 when I started, so we've gotten 8 diamond dust in the time it's taken us to get about 4,000 diamond nuggets. So, not bad. Let's see how close we are for the Galgadorian blocks. So, we're going to need about 30 of these. We need about 4,000, and we also need blaze rods. So, let's go ahead and turn both of those on for right now. And hopefully that won't cause any lag or anything. But the problem we're going to have from here on out is before we can do anything else with these mobs, we need more spawners. So that's something to kind of look into. We're going to get them from the spirit world because that's basically the overworld. But we need to get a reliable way to get into the spirit world. We're going to take a look at that soon enough. But as you can see, I've got the Draconic Armor up on my search bar because that's what we're going to work towards today. So I think I fixed this. I don't know. I just set the timer later. I'll be honest. I don't really know how to fix this thing. So hopefully we can fix it. But is this full yet? It is. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. So let's take some of this Draconium and we're actually getting lag. Oh man. Okay. Let's turn these off. I will run those later. Because if I'm off, you know, AFKing, it doesn't really matter, but like, we should be getting a lot of blaze rods and stuff from that. Anyways, what we're going to work on is, we need more Awakened Draconium. So, first things first, let's see if we can get one more block of it. And let's see, so everything, let's turn our magnet off, we don't want to mess up with that. So, let's see, everything should be over here. we should have charged Draconium in all those. Perfect. There should be, oh, not the cobblestone. Right, I put a bunch of cobblestone in here. Testing things. Okay, so the Dragon Heart goes in there. The 16 cores go in there. And let's just turn this on. So this is going to take about a minute and a half. That's what I set the timer to. 90 seconds. And so we'll see if this works the way I want it to. I don't know if it will or not. Let's go grab, just in case it's not going to. I have some more Draconic cores. I made half a stack of them, so we can always feed it that manually if need be. But if this works, then that's going to be great. So it's going to take a little bit before it will do anything. So let's take a look at what all we're going to need. We're going to need a lot of stuff, and it's actually all the exact same, just 4 times. So in order to make all this armor, we're going to need three Awakened cores, technically, each. 2 Awakened Draconium each, 2 pure mana each, and 1 Flux Crystal block each. So that's not awful. It's not nice, but it's not awful. So we'll get into that soon enough. So this is almost there. The part that I'm actually worried about more than the Draconic stuff, because these we have on Autocraft, we just have to make them. These are going to be a pain because of how much Draconium it takes, but hopefully it'll be okay. It is the pure mana that I'm actually a little worried about. So these are the mana infused blocks with a bunch of primal mana, and primal mana requires a little bit of Draconium as well. Okay, so there's that. I don't like the second click, but that seemed to have worked. And is everything timed long enough? So that will do its thing. Ow. And then turns off. It starts breaking them. And that does take a little bit of time. And presumably we just got 4 Awakened Draconium. So we'll turn that off. It might be fixed. It might have problems doing multiple. But we got 4 Awakened Draconium. So we're going to need more of this stuff. So we're going to need, like... Let's see. Okay. We're going to need a total of a lot. Let's get another recipe's worth of that. And while it's doing its thing, I want to, like, I'd love to be able to set that up so that when it detects items in something, it will keep it active. I don't know if we can use comparators on these guys or not, but that is something to kind of consider. And then all of these guys, all those picks are fine. Alternatively, we could put like a comparator on there, but I don't know. Anyways, we are going to need some primal mana. And so we're going to need a lot of it. Let's see. We're going to need 6 blocks of this stuff. So that is a ton. In the like 3,000s of stuff for each. So let's go ahead and dump in a bunch to get some experience in there as well. That's weird. It doesn't want to like fill up too much of the experience. Oh, because it's draining it out as well. So let's get like that much. And we're going to need 6 mana blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And is that working? You know, I realized, do we have this chunk loaded? That should be okay. Okay, and it will break those. We can turn that off. It'll break them. We'll have a little bit more stuff. So, is this filtered to be primal mana? So theoretically, if we turn this, turn that on, only takes the primal mana out. Perfect. So we need like 3,000 for each. So that's going to be pretty tedious. We're also going to need, let's get our first few awakened cores. So let's get like 3 of these. We're going to need, we're going to need a bunch of Draconium. I forgot about that part. How are we doing on Draconium down here? This might be like where I get a bunch of Draconium just kind of at will. What I'll probably end up doing is going and killing the dragon some. This episode's probably going to be a little choppy if it, well, the way it looks so far, it's probably going to be a little choppy. So let's get some more primal mana. Let's get that filled up a little bit more with liquid XP. Cool. So what else are we going to need? We're going to need flux crystal blocks. So this is pretty easy. But we don't have it set up. So what's our system look like down here for getting redstone and all that kind of stuff? To get flux crystals, we have a hardened servo. So this guy, it says 2 redstone and 1 electrum blend. Okay. So it looks like I'm providing what it needs. This gets the filter. This gets the item. And that's that. So as long as we don't mix, it should be fine. Alright, so we're going to finish just getting all this stuff in there. So if we want to get the flux crystals, those require 2 millibuckets of redstone, or 200 millibuckets of redstone and a diamond. So we need redstone and diamond. So it is 2 redstone and a diamond. Gives us what we need. And we're going to need a good number of those. And then what I can do is teach the system how to make those a little bit better. So this gets the filter for that. And then this gets the filter for the like finished item. So we can go ahead and put the diamond in there. Those in there. What does it get in the side? Okay, and then the flux crystal gets filtered there. So yeah, a lot of old systems that we kind of need to fix up. At the end of the day, like, it's going to be something we're going to need to do eventually, but not that big of a deal for right now. So we'll get those. This goes here, and in the molecular assemblers it goes there. So we just need some flux crystal blocks. We're going to need 1 for each, so we're just going to need 4 of those. So we can go ahead and get those crafting. No big deal with that. So this needs more experience. And that should be enough. We can fill it up with more Draconium. And we should be able to get the first of the pure manas. So yeah, at this point it's just going to be a matter of getting as much stuff as we possibly can. So for example, we're going to need 2 blocks like so for all that. We're going to need the pure mana. We can get this kind of processing, and then we can talk about the other stuff we're going to need to do. So we need to go to the spirit world, right? And in order to go to the spirit world kind of more effectively, we need the brew of flowing spirit. This stuff. This stuff is really cool. It requires a kettle. But the problem is we need to make the cattle in the spirit world. So we can't just brew this here. We actually have to do it in the spirit world. And so in order to get that kind of taken care of, let's put a hopper or something on this. Do we have any hoppers? How about just a chest? Yeah, let's do a chest and a hopper. So I guess we're going to need another chest. And let's get the hopper. Okay. Just to make this a little bit easier on myself. So let's get this and then do that. Alright, cool. So we're also going to want some buckets of lava. Let's refill this guy a little bit. And we could also make the primal, or the pure mana, down below, down there as well. But, I think it'd be too messy, to be honest. So how much Draconium? We're getting Draconium fairly regularly, but not that regularly. I am going to need to kill the dragon a few times. That'll probably make things a little bit better. But, yeah, like I was saying, Brew of the Flowing Spirit, not Flew of the Brewing Spirit. That sounds a lot different. This stuff can only be made in the spirit world. So we're going to need to get some of these ingredients, which we probably have a bunch of them just sitting around over here. So we're going to need like Spanish moss. What all are we going to need? Spanish moss, glitweed, water artichoke. Have I actually put all this stuff in the system? There's a good chance I did. So glitweed? No, we just don't have any. Spanish moss? Nope. Okay, so evidently we need to get some of this stuff. Do we have any of it? We have golden thread. We need fanciful thread, which requires wispy cotton. We have more golden thread. What else do we have? We have some wood ash. I haven't done much witchery in very, very long time, so hopefully we can get everything we need. Okay, so we need wool of bat, mandrake root, and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's see how much of that stuff we have. So we don't have any moss. Wool of bat. We have a bit of this. Let's grab like 2, 3. Let's do 3. We're going to need mandrake root, which we do not have either. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so some of this stuff we can get down here. Not a big deal. It does naturally spread, so I think we need shears. Let's get some shears just to be careful. Shears. And I don't think I've put any of this into the ender chest, which is what we're going to be using to get everything through. Those are all those trophies. Sometimes the mod pack glitches out a little bit. I still need to clean up all that. Anyways, let's grab Spanish moss times 3. 1, 2, 3. And 3 of these glintweeds. Alright, so we have that. We need mandrake and water artichoke. So those are crops. We probably should grow them somewhere. We have a few mandrake roots, but we need to plant more. And do we have any sleeping? I don't even see any sleeping stuff. We have some null catalyst in there, which is nice. We have extras. So I'll tell you guys what. You guys have seen a lot of this before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get more Draconium so that we can get all of this stuff kind of taken care of. And then I am going to... I'm going to get more Draconium. And then I am going to get all of the stuff for witchery so that we can go to the spirit world and hopefully get some stuff done with that. Let's make sure we have nothing in any of these other places. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do some work, get some stuff together, and we're going to try going to the spirit world. We need three more of the Draconic cores. So we're going to need 3 in total, rather, so that we can make all of the stuff we need for the last 3 spawners. So I'm just going to put those in there. These guys will go in there. And yeah, we're going to need the kettle. That doesn't require any power or anything, so that's good. We just need to make another kettle. I will do that. I'm going to work with witchery a little bit while I'm waiting for more draconium, and of course go probably kill the dragon, because that's the easiest way to get draconium, or at least the quickest. I've got a little bit more cooking up over here. It's just kind of slow. So yeah, that's the plan. I will be right back once we have a little bit more progress done. So be right back. Oh man, that was a lot more work than I anticipated. So this is a couple of days later. Whoops. So to get the draconium we needed a lot of draconium, and I was lazy. Rather than going and fighting the dragon, I just AFK'd because, well, surprisingly, this little system we have set up over here does pretty good at getting us draconium. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. We can expand this pretty easily by just making more sand, and so that is easy enough to do. I mean, we could just make a pulverizer, suck in the gravel and then put it in here. And that would give us more sandstone to make more endstone, so that is a potential. Something else I've been having issues with between episodes was this system over here. Doesn't seem to want to store the fuel rods like it should. So that's, I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. But I've been trying to make a bunch of fuel and whatnot, and it just seems to mess up constantly. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, between clips, I did get all of the draconium we need, so let's go ahead and start making the Awakened cores. I also went ahead and did some other things. So we're going to need to get a couple more nether stars. It won't take that long to do, but this should be pretty quick to make all of the Awakened cores that we're going to need. And just because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to do anything. Oh, again. What is it that does that? What is it crafting? That makes all of these trophies. What is? Let's see what the achievements are. Because I can't figure out what happened. So it is IC2, right? The wrench. Craft a piece of plutonium. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, that is so annoying. Because plutonium, when we craft this, which we need for the Awakened cores, I do believe for bedrockium, the Mox nuclear fuel. Yeah, that's what it is. It makes all of these trophies. Okay, let's get a void upgrade. And let's just get rid of these things. Oh man, that is so silly, but it is what it is. So let's just go ahead and do this. And throw all these cheated wrench trophies thrown away. That is really silly. Anyways, something else I want to do. We have these crafting storages down here. We're gonna need to expand them because we need more storage. So this one is currently not doing anything. So let's break that. Take the 16K out. Put a 64K. And we're going to replace it. And this guy is making stuff. They all are. Oh well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with all that. But there is a way we can kind of prevent the plutonium thing from making problems. We just need to use a compressed drawer. But I'm going to replace a lot of the crafting storage down here. I need to just clean up the AE system quite a bit. But I'm going to probably increase them to the 64Ks. So I'll probably take the 16K crafting storage out of the system completely and put 64Ks. As you can see, though, I did get the icy needles and some brews of sleeping. I set up a little mini farm right here for this, for all the witchery stuff. So that's just kind of something minor that I did. And I'm just kind of killing time right now until we can get what I want. So we're going to need the flux crystals, pure mana, awakened draconium, and then each of these pieces are going to require 2 awakened cores and 1 draconic energy core. So it should be pretty close. It's making terra steel. Are we actually crafting terra steel? No. It is not yet. Okay, well it's fine. And then this will have go ahead as well, just so that we have all of our systems taken care of. And yeah, this shouldn't be too bad to wait on, but hopefully we can get all this stuff taken care of. And then for the rest of the episode, we're going to go to the spirit world, and I'm going to try to make the brew of the flowing spirit. So I have everything in here that I need, except for, what am I missing? Right, the fanciful thread, which we need wispy cotton for. And to get wispy cotton, we need to go there and do things. We need 3 more, what are they called? Mob spawners, just so that we can get the gas, the enderman, and the wither skeletons. Now the good news is, if we look at the Galgadorian blocks, because I've spent so much time off camera, and I also did some work just letting things run, we're missing ender pearls, which is not that big of a deal. But the only thing we really need is gas tiers. We have diamonds, we have blaze rods, we have slime balls. Diamonds are plentiful. We have 70,000 diamond nuggets. And that is like the 3rd time I've seen it that high. So it's really, really nice. By the way, the reason why I wanted to increase the crafting storage is because I want to be able to craft advanced solar panels. We have enough stuff to do this. We just don't have the bytes to do it. No crafting CPUs are available that are big enough. So I'm going to make a bunch of stuff, make more crafting CPUs and all that kind of stuff. I'll probably send an entire dense cable line for that. But yeah, just kind of, I need to clean up this aspect of our base a little bit. And hopefully, I don't know how much more we're going to be able to make. Alright, no more. I need to let the mana pools refill. So, do we have what we need? We're waiting on iridium ingots. That seems bad, because I think that is done over here at the compressor. And how is that getting items into it? Where? Oh, we have. I don't know why this doesn't want to send items back to the AE system. It's been something that's kind of weird. I don't get it for sure. But we should have the 12 awakened cores. Perfect. So we can take 4 and 4 of those, set them there, and then now we can test the awakened, well, the draconic energy cores. So we're going to need 4 of these, and it's going to send them. Stop making plutonium. What made plutonium? I shouldn't have made any. Yeah, something is really weird with all that stuff. I'm going to have to work on that and kind of fix it, whatever is broken. So the draconic energy cores, we're going to need 4 of those. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. And let's see if that's going to work. So I have this system hooked up. So we have that. That is not ready to do anything with. So we got to take one of the Awakened energy cores, put it on the whitelisted filter, and I think that should be everything we need to do, right? Because we don't have any. Right, I want to blacklist them as well on the other filter, on the other servo. So blacklist them here. Cool. So theoretically, now we should be able to enable that. It'll put one there. It gets filled with Draconium. And then that all melts once I turn this on and feed it lava. So yeah, that should be fine. And we have plenty of Draconium, so not that big of a concern. And yeah, this will take a little bit of time, but it should be just fine. So real quick, let's see if we can't. What was it I needed to fix? I already forgot. I need to fix the reactors, because these guys, if they run out of fuel, it's not very good. Alright, so it doesn't seem to know that it's done crafting these. So let's put them back into the system. And maybe? I have no idea. So now it's making the stuff. It should be fine now to craft all the things we need. So we'll see. Anyways, we can now start making the Draconic energy cores. We have all 4 of those, which means we can make the Draconic Armor. And this is actually really exciting, because that's another achievement. And I was actually looking at something. So there's the achievement. I am become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. And we now have the Draconic Armor, which is really, really powerful. In fact, we don't need this anymore. So we just put that all on here, and we can still fly. Actually, to kind of prove the point, we're going to throw the Angel Ring in here, and we can still fly. So if we hit C, we can mess around with all this stuff. We can have night vision, magical sense, which is also really cool. So basically now we don't need to have the Thaumcraft armor on. We can see nodes and all that kind of stuff. We can see how powerful the nodes are. We can see all of that information just as easily. And everything is pretty kind of cool. We can do flight stuff, inertial cancellation. I don't like that, to be honest. We can increase speed, so we can now walk around faster. That's actually pretty nice. I think I'll keep it at that. Crystal binder, cool. So that is another trophy. And I want to point out, so we're hearing that today, July 16th. Yes, I am recording this the day of, because it's taken me this long to get the Draconium. Because I'm planning on this episode going up today. I don't think I'm going to skip a day. I'm going to try to get this up today. But yeah, so 2020, and the first achievement we got was back in 2016. So maybe we can finish this map in 4 years. That'd be kind of cool. So we have some other work to do. So I am going to throw some extreme chili in here. We have a bunch of stuff in here. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to keep this stuff. I'm going to put most of this stuff away in here. We're going to take off all of our baubles, all of our stuff, and I definitely need a bigger chest. Let's just get another chest. It's easier. But yeah, I need to clean up some stuff around the base. I will probably work on that between episodes. Try to fix systems that break and whatnot. It's kind of a pain to do. I don't know why I can't shift click that. I think it's because I can like activate it and whatnot. But let's go ahead, and all the baubles are off. We have things we need in here. We need to go get fanciful thread, so we need to get some wispy cotton. So let's go to sleep. And we're going to sleep next to our Dreamweaver, because that's the best way to get good dreams. That is not a good dream. Alright, we're going to come over here. We have a jetpack. Let's go ahead and wake up. And we'll try that again. So, let's get some better dreams, hopefully. It is relatively, well, luck-based. So, yeah, there's a good chance that we won't get the things we want. But we're gonna try it again. Let's go to sleep. Come on, give me a good dream. Give me a nice, happy dream. That's not a happy dream. We can kill this guy, though. So... Okay, we do have Extreme Chili already. All these things... What are you looking at? So weird. Yeah, we could try... Okay, here's the problem. We can't actually try to do the thing, and get, like, our... We can't try to get Wispy Cotton because Wispy Cotton does not spawn in there. It is all disturbed. So, let's go to sleep again. And hopefully this time... Hey, a good dream. Finally, we got a good dream. So this is really nice. First thing we're going to do is wait for everything to die. We might actually have to kill these guys. And there's the jetpack bug. This is actually a really good sword. Creepers, don't blow up near my chest. Alright. Spider, there's a couple creepers. We're not going to worry about them right now. So, whoops. Let's pop down here. We're going to grab the angel ring because it's better than the flux jetpack. We'll keep that on us though. And let's get our inventory kind of sorted. Alright, cool. So let's kill the creeper. And I want to get the Brew of the Flowing Spirit for a couple of reasons. And then we will kind of work towards getting good things. So I guess I'm going to have this so we're like negative 50-50. And we can fly forever now. We don't have to worry about jetpacks or anything like that. So we need to go find some wispy cotton. We don't need that much of it. And then what we'll do... I know that if I go far enough in one direction, we will find, like, actual terrain. Is that wispy cotton? No. That's just flowers. So we just need to find some wispy cotton. And the idea with this is once we can find what we need, we're going to need a total of... We just need 4 for one brew. I'd like to do multiple brews, so we'll try to get a little bit more. And I've got to remember if there's any other ways to get like additional chance to have a good dream. But as you can see, wispy cotton just kind of spawns. Spawns in decent groups, so this might be all we need to get the Brew of the Flowing Spirit. And I probably should have put the spinning wheel in our ender chest. Whoops. Oh well. So yeah, this is not the best of situations, but what we can do... let's see, how do we want to do this? We could set up... if I can find just a little bit more wispy cotton, that'd be really nice. Because I think having a little bit in the overworld also helps. So if I can find just a little bit more... let's see... I guess let's go... this general direction. And kind of the plan with this is once we get the Brew of the Flowing Spirit, we'll be able to get 2 things that I want to get. And it's going to help quite a bit as we go forward with a lot of this stuff. There's an island over here. It's not much of an island, but there might be more after it. There seems to be more island. Nope, never mind. This is the problem with this world, though. Because it is almost all ocean. There are still islands, which is kind of interesting. But at a certain point, I think that it just... Hey, there's a swamp. This might actually be really good. Yeah, so I think we're getting into actual terrain generation now. If you go far enough away, about 1,000 blocks it looks like, you get actual terrain generation, so it's a little bit nicer to deal with. Because I don't think this is just a big island. But yeah, so we're going to just need a little bit more stuff. If we can find a little bit more wispy cotton, I'd be happy. There is... Never mind. That's white mystical flowers. They look kind of similar from above. And unfortunately, getting into a big forest is not going to help. This is going to make things a little bit harder, but there is a... Those are more white mystical flowers. There's a little bit of a plains biome over here. So yeah, as you can see, at a certain point, the terrain generation just kind of gives up on making everything a ocean. So you're always going to have islands at first, but then it just turns into actual terrain generation, which is really nice. It's going to be a little bit more convenient for me to try to find stuff. And I don't know what all we can find, I'll be honest. But, because I don't know, like, can we find villages? Can we find, not that that really matters, but, you know, can we find desert temples, stuff like that? Actual loot chests from that kind of stuff, because that would be really nice to find. Here's a big thing of wispy cotton. Now, this stuff does spread as well, so we don't need to get, like, a ton of it. We can grow it now that we have a little bit of it. And here's the other question. If we come down here, remember that if we die, we don't really die. But I know it's dark. I'll need to get some supplies. In fact, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of coal. I realize I have a silk touch pick. We'll put some other tools and stuff in our ender chest when we go back. So currently I want to real quick just look through the desert a little bit. There is a desert village right there, one of the big witchery villages. I will say I love how witchery makes these gigantic villages. They are so cool. And let's see what all we can find in this. There is definitely gonna be loots, and honestly we can bring whatever we want back pretty easily. So just a matter of if we want stuff to bring back. But there's not as much in here that is going to be super useful for us. Some of the bigger things is like anything we can find that's like iridium. Iridium would be nice, which we can find from... Hey, this is a railcraft thing. Get rolling machines and all that kind of stuff. But what we need to see is the blacksmith's house. Those are going to be the best. And then there's also the agricraft stuff, which is not as interesting for us. So the villages are not going to hold that much, theoretically. They could, but not likely. For us, the main source of goodness is going to come from the deserts, and then just dungeons in general because of those. That's a really cool terrain generation. So if we can find temples, that's what we want to find. And anything we want to transport over is just going to be... You know, I wonder. There's something I wonder if we can do or not. What? Okay, that's really weird. That was really weird. So there's something I wonder if we can do. Aha, so we can get like division sigils, and this is normal loot tables for the most part, it seems. Maybe? I don't know, maybe things are removed from them. I don't know, maybe they thought of this. So one of the big things that we want to get is iridium, like I said. But that was a really weird glitch. Anything we want, though, we just send back. And here soon... Oh, man, I wish... Oh, I have an ender chest on me. We can get, theoretically... Haha! There is our next spawner. This is also why deserts are really nice. So this is a stabilized mob spawner. We can break it. And now we have mob spawners. So I need to bring a normal pickaxe. Let's see what kind of loot's in here. I'd also like to get a shovel. Mana steel. Hey, iridium shards. Now, obviously, this is... I already knew that we could get iridium because of the demons. But that is really nice. So yeah, I probably should bring like a shovel and that kind of stuff as well here. So the two things that we're trying to get with all of this... Okay, I don't think there's going to be more chests. I don't see any more raised terrain. So let's look around just a little bit more. See if we can't find another dungeon or two. I wonder if dungeons are higher chance. Alright, we have all of the mob spawners we need. So let's stabilize that. Break that. Okay, well that was easy enough. So we might not need shovels. Okay, that is not... Hello, Mr. Skeleton. There is the chest. We can get ender lily seeds. Sure. We don't need that. Iron, copper. We'll take the common treasure, I guess. And, you know, I really want to make a shovel. So let's do this. And can we make an iron shovel? I actually don't know, because I know a lot of we have to use tinker tools for use for crafting only. Is a mana steel? I think that requires... Yeah, that requires living wood twigs. So we can't do that. Is there any kind of shovel we can make that actually has some durability? Ruby peridot. Okay, we can make a stone shovel. And we can get stone right here. Alright, cool. Let's do that. Just to make this a little bit easier. Alright, so... let's just uncover some of the sand. If this was a standard world, this would be really nice to find. But we have both the mob spawners we need, well, all three of them that we need, to finish up our mob spawner. So we should be able to get the Galgadorian blocks next episode. And that is really nice. So that's one less thing we have to worry about. We're still going to need a lot of Draconium, and I think I might look into expanding the current system we have. Let's see what is here. And I wonder if there's any more. I bet there is a increased chance for mob spawners in this mod pack for the terrain generation. But I don't know. And I already broke it. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can make another one, I think. So, yeah, the only thing we need now is the Brew of Flowing Spirit, and we're going to get that for two reasons. First of all, we want it for making it easier to get here in the future. But also, because I didn't expect this to be so easy, We want it for getting access to a couple other things. Specifically, the Brew of Flowing Spirit allows us to make the, what is it called? Focus Will, I think, which is a important aspect to get the Conjuration Catalyst. And that is something I want. So here's the chest. There's more Iridium Steadfast, sure. And let's just, there's another chest here. More Iridium, more Iridium. I'll take the steel chest plate just to put it on. Cool. So let's grab our stuff. Let's go ahead and deposit like that. So we have 3 stabilized mob spawners. We have some Iridium, Ender Lilies, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to put that in there. Have a bunch of sand. A lot of this stuff I don't really care about. And because this episode has kind of gone on really, really long, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to end it off here. I want to explore the desert just a little bit more. Because it's really weird that we found 3 mob spawners that quickly, all right together. So I kind of want to see if that's going to be the case anywhere else. But the plan is this. I am going to end the episode off. I'm going to probably... I'm going to prepare to finish up the witchery stuff and work on a couple things around the base, specifically getting the gas set up and all that kind of stuff that we can do, just so that we can have all the mob drops coming in that we need, and then start working towards next episode. What we're going to do is make the Brew of Flowing Spirit. I'm going to see what the best way to get like into the spirit world is, and have a nice dream instead of a nightmare. And then what we'll probably work towards is whatever we can to get closer to the creative energy cell. That is the first goal, and we'll probably also make some Botania stuff and whatnot. So lots of things to do, certainly, but we'll get there. So I want to just explore the desert just a little bit more. We got a lot of work done in this episode, so I am happy with that. But getting these mob spawners is actually really nice. Here soon, I don't have to worry about the Enderman farm in the end as much, though I probably will keep it on. So, is there anything else we want to take out of our inventory? Nope. Yeah, I guess since we're not going to be exploring all that much, let's go ahead and put the angel ring in here just to keep it safe. And because I don't use it, we'll keep the jetpack in here on us, so we can deal with that. So let's go ahead and wake up. And yeah, that is pretty much that. I guess let's do one last thing. We have wispy cotton we can go grab. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we want, let's just take 8 of it, I guess. How much do we get for each? Fanciful thread. It's 1 per 4. So I guess let's take 12. We're doing recipes of 3. And I don't remember. I think the spinning wheel requires power. I don't remember, though. So we just need string and odor of purity. So odor of purity we have, and I don't have any string over here. We can grab some pretty easily, and we'll make this. So the idea is going to be this. We're going to probably start off with a little bit of witchery next episode, and then finish up whatever we need to from there. So that will make the fanciful threads. Now, are those used for much else? More dream weavers, which give us powers when we're in the dreams. And then fanciful thinking, the charm. I don't know what that does. And then witch's ladders, which you can do stuff to. So there is the fanciful thread. So yeah, that's going to be where we end off for today. I am going to do some work off camera, And next time, we're going to hopefully be able to make the Brew of the Floating Spirit and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!